Hit the body.
All right.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Episode 51 of the Five Mics podcast. Dino is out in Hawaii enjoying beautiful weather and palm trees and shit. So we're just going to run forest for today. So today I'm your host, Ayo, and I also have Tim, James, and Monte with me today. How you fellas doing?
Good, man.
I'm good.
It's going to be my last podcast, I'm going to be a father, right? What was I going to say?
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
Like a father, your son will be here.
The next time I record a podcast with you guys, I'll be a father. And everybody tells you once you become a father, things change. You become a completely different person.
But it doesn't happen in 2 days.
So we're going to do it at your house?
Do what?
The pod.
You're going to be in the back.
Hey, man. With all this stuff going on, I can't be having people over right away.
Y'all going to be the same height. Oh, my bad. My bad.
So wait. When's the due date again?
24th, Tuesday.
Ain't that your favorite number?
Of course.
Bro,
so you
might
planned this. He planned this.
Yeah. Well, so
we know that.
The planner.
The labor for my kid took 35 hours.
Damn, that's a long time, bro.
So it's a lot. I
got the whole thing figured out.
You got to figure it out.
If the 23rd hits and he's still not here, we're starting.
We're starting.
What are you starting?
Well, we're going to do what we got to do to have it come on the 24th.
What are you going to do?
Yeah,
I'm going to call some shots.
Show me a picture of the Nigerian doctor again. Tim the Sudanese doctor. He's going to be selling balls in Yoda.
I mean, there's certain things you could do, I guess.
Today being the 19th, knowing the fact that our wedding anniversary is on the 24th, we met when we first started dating was on the 24th. Football numbers 20. It's going to happen. So
You manifested this.
Wait, are we going to have a show next week?
We're going to have a show. And he may be in attendance. No, he won't be in attendance.
He's not going to be in attendance.
I got to go back and look at the 24th episode that we recorded and see what you were doing.
Yeah, he's probably
weird. Want me to tell you a secret, though? 24 was the worst year of my life, though. I got a DUI when I was 24.
Why do you like 24?
24 hours in a day. 24 hours, utilize it, man. That's just been my thing.
Oh,
okay.
So you thought about it?
That shit weird.
Yeah.
Thought it was gonna be something.
I thought it was gonna be something.
I live glorious.
Man, hey,
it was 24 hours
I had 24 hours to do this, and then I saved somebody's life 24 times.
Why you like number 3?
Because I've worn that number all my life. Literally, I've been.
Why
number
you like number 22?
Because I carried a deuce in my Timberland boots, like 50 Cent said.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! Yours is way better than that.
Wait, what's your number?
7.
Deuce in my Timberland
boots. Make that up.
It said 7.
He said Mike 7.
Mike Vick.
No.
It was waiting for it to come around in full circle. Like, okay, I got to pick a number real quick. 7 sounds good.
7 days in a week?
Nah, lucky number 7.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
I thought 7 was unlucky.
Do you ever feel like your luck
13.
Do you ever feel like your luck has ran out?
Never.
All right, good.
I'm like an eternal optimist, bro. It doesn't matter how fucked up shit gets, down bad. I used to be super down bad, and not even know how the fuck I was gonna change the shit around. But I was like, yeah, something.
Walking in the rain with the deposit money.
Walking in the rain with the deposit money, broke as hell.
Would have been no more broke. I tell you that. It would have been one deposit short.
Man, but now we made it.
He's not lying.
I'm always optimistic, bro. I feel like,
bro, he's not lying though. Like being optimistic could just make the worst day not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that are constantly fucking in the dumps are the ones that just do it to themselves.
Yeah.
Bro, if you sleep all day long, you're not going to get better.
The hopers and the dreamers and the wishers.
They gonna come up. They gonna win, bro. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be a father next week. We're going to record a podcast.
I'm excited, man.
I'm excited.
I can't wait to see you. The fact that you're going to cry.
Man, she might get a C-section, bro. That head gonna be come out big as hell,
bro.
Come on, dog.
Oh my bad.
You said the same thing,
bro.
Why you?
That mother gonna come out look like a motherfucking roadcaster.
Jimmy Neutron.
You talk about my son.
Jimmy Della.
You talk about my son, man. He's not here to defend himself, man.
Oh,
He gonna be here.
All right.
Hey, but you cute and all, but God, bro.
Okay, all right. I'm training this kid. He is going to be way
Ivan
worse
Drago
than
or
me.
what?
Bro, it's gonna be bad news.
Yeah, what are you gonna train him in?
It's everything. So this stuff right here, I'm gonna say, hey man, before you came, 5 days before you came, these dudes was talking about you. He said, who? I'm gonna name every last one of y'all out. I'm gonna say, so look at the wedding. It was this guy.
I didn't say.
Not you. No, I think I'm playing, bro.
Us Africans got to stick together.
Well, I know for one thing.
Kids will jump his ass.
Hey, one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you train the kid, he gonna be ahead of the game.
Oh,
Oh wow.
when you gonna start having kids,
Man, I don't know,
It's gonna be
man.
head over heels for you.
James has kids
bro?
somewhere. you
That shit was so subtle.
you have children. So
James has kids.
it's not even supposed to be subtle. It's like the Pusha T diss. You are having a son.
So
You are having a child.
I got a question just off that.
Yeah.
You ever had a pregnancy scare? Anyone?
Man,
What's your if you've had 1, 2, whatever, your worst one?
I've had two
Were
in
you
the,
like-
I've had two in the past 3 months.
Damn.
What?
Coming from the guy who just wished on me.
What the fuck?
2 in the past 3 months?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Both no, different, but both not pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Damn. Where
practice safe sex.
Did you
kids.
feel it right here? Like you was like, shit, this is the
One based on how the sex happened, I was like, no. Just
Because she was on top.
because I was wearing a condom and I pulled out. So I'm like, no, you're not.
So you wear a condom and pull out?
I work well. If we're getting graphic, I wore a condom and then finished elsewhere. We'll just put it that way.
No, get graphic because you said we getting
get
graphic. Then he said finish elsewhere. We'll put it that way. You didn't get graphic.
Put the kids in their mouth?
Correct.
Ooh.
But then the other
nerd is
but then the other one, I was like, oh yeah, that possibly could have happened, but it didn't happen. But it didn't happen. So we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, but the worst I have had probably like 5 or 6 in my entire life.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 in my entire life that, I guess one wasn't a scare. That shit actually happened. It's like, oh, fuck. But then a couple other times, one girl told me that the chick, she had got pregnant and that like she had a miscarriage or something like that. I don't even know if I really believed her. Had a couple other close scares, things like that. But, I mean, I never got nervous about it because I was never like not okay with being a dad in the first place. Mm-hmm. And like, if I'm going to go ahead and do it, well, you gotta pay the consequences. So some people are always like, oh yeah, my life is so hard. This. And I have 2 kids, single parent. It's like, dude, nobody put a gun to your head and told you to fuck somebody.
Correct.
Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to fuck somebody without a condom. Nobody told you to bust in or let somebody bust in you. So there are consequences to your decisions, drunk, sober, whatever you decide to do it. So you just gotta live with it. So I'm just everything comes back full circle. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I need to. I don't want to have kids at this point in time. So
Another.
Yeah.
Another. So I'm gonna chill out.
Would you get tied up?
No, fuck no.
Get a little snip.
Would you get snipped?
I think
Me?
My
I
man,
will eventually. Yeah.
no.
What, like a pit bull? No, I'm not getting
No.
snipped, fool.
You do look like a pit bull.
Whatever.
How many scares you had?
No, I'm up there with him. I probably had about 5 or 6
Today.
No, not today, you idiot.
Today. Oh God.
No, not 5 or 6 today. But I probably had 5 or 6 in my,
30s?
Bro, why do y'all think I'll be out here percolating that much, man? I'm doing my thing, man. I drink beer. That's it.
Yeah. Do you pour beer down the back? Never
Yeah.
mind.
Oh
Like a
God.
You do. You?
The Kim K video when she was doing the champagne.
Yeah,
With the beer.
mine was just random occurrences too close. I don't be out here like
No,
that.
I had a scare back in college. Ain't gonna lie, I did have a scare back in college. A girl
To what extent? Go ahead.
A girl had got pregnant, but she was, not my girl. So that matters big time too. Like Ayo has said, he could just pretty much have a kid because he accepts the responsibilities. I accept my responsibilities, but it also has to come down to the girl that I'm with. I'm not just gonna bring a kid into this world with just any girl. I was raised in a nice household to an extent, so I'm not gonna put my kid in the same predicament that I was in as a kid to bring one into the world. So I'm gonna make sure that the girl checks the box. We don't even got to be married, but as long as like we could be cordial enough that we could both bring a kid into this world and raise it right, I'm for it.
Yeah.
But that situation was not there.
Yeah.
She ended up having a miscarriage, but like I said,
Oh, damn. It was
didn't
like that.
even it didn't even come down. It came to a situation where I didn't even feel like it possibly could have been mine.
Well, yeah. I mean, even for me, like there was a time in the past where I would say that like if I got a girl pregnant, I would always want to have the kid, and I would always like fight super hard for it. But like these days and this time, like, you know, some of the situations, like one of the girls in question, she was basically like, yeah, you know, had it have gone down and I actually was pregnant, like I probably wouldn't have kept it. And maybe 5-6 years ago, I would have been like, I would have felt a lot differently probably than I do about it now. Like I'm admittedly more okay with it now because of the situation, and like it wasn't definitely not the type of situation, not really a relationship. So like bringing somebody into that.
See, what y'all saying is spot on though, because I feel, and I don't want to be the person that every time people listen, like I'm just literally bragging about how great things are, but I'm like y'all saying it right now. If you had it with that person back in college, it wouldn't have been the right person. It wouldn't have been a good situation for that child. Mm-hmm. I think about that right now too, because I go, like literally, unfortunately I am 33, and there's a part of me that's like, damn. I know.
He said, you can go ahead. He said, go ahead. He said, go ahead. He said, go ahead. Really? What did he say? He's 60? He said 56. 56? He's like, I'm 56. Damn.
That shit hurt me, bro.
You had the same face, low-key.
Damn, I wasn't even.
We did talk about that. For some reason, 33 feels a lot older than 32, bro. I don't know why.
Bro.
I don't know why.
Damn, bro. Like you, no. So what I'm trying to say is just like I wish I would have did it at an earlier age, but at the same time, if I would have had it at an earlier age, it wouldn't have been what it is right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the simple aspect of just knowing, like I was talking to somebody about this earlier, where because we just installed a car seat in the car, and like this is like a new step and all that stuff. And once again, as an old head, I should have been doing this already. But the fact that, nigga, if you say it again, bro, I'm about to get a nigger ticker. I'm trying not to say the N-word. But, nah, you fucking go. Somebody else. I can't even talk. No, that hurt me, dog. Like, I feel old now.
I meant it from a place of love. Like,
damn.
Like, damn.
No, that's not how you said it the first time.
Yeah, no, you didn't say
it different now.
See,
I meant it from a place of love.
Say how you said it the first time.
Damn.
Damn, I barely hear you that time.
They said, damn, shit, that's whack.
And then he said, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No. I hear you. It's having it with the wrong person, I guess you can say. I mean, you never know.
You never know if it's right or wrong.
Yeah, you never know.
I only have one, and I feel like I'm late.
Yeah, we had the conversation maybe a couple years ago when I was like, yo, do you want to have a kid where you wait, you're like, oh, no, I'll wait this, and you're 35, 36, 37, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to have my first kid. You have your first kid, and then your kids got, football games their sophomore year, they're playing on varsity. You're coming to the game, you're in your 50s.
Because what you had your first at what age?
25, 24, something like that.
Yeah, I was 26.
Yeah, 24.
See, the difference is, when we go to a football game and we're 50, we're gonna be still taking care of our shit. We're gonna look as young as the 40-year-old parents. There's a lot of motherfuckers who had kids young, and then they get into the marriage, they settle in, they lose themselves, they lose their body. I look at, like, if you look at people in their 30s, either people in their 30s are like jacked and they look really, really fucking good, or they look like trash. Like there's no in between. There's no in between whatsoever.
You saying that brought me back to what happened. So today, because obviously we all follow each other on Instagram and shit like that. So like, I follow you. I watch your shit. I know you train, but like you don't post it as much as the rest of us do. And then today, I just told myself, like, as I was doing the treadmill walk that I always do, I literally lifted my shirt up and I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore, because I'm at the stage now where if I do that and you're insecure about it, that's on you. Because there's cats out there that are the same age as me that don't look like me whatsoever. But if I can motivate you to actually snap out of it, I'm going to do that. Because I'm not going to sit there and be insecure and cover up my body now based off the fact that it makes you uncomfortable. Yeah. Motherfucker, that's on you, bro.
No, it don't come for, like you said about the training and stuff like that. The reason why I post and record it all the time, because when I don't, I always get that message from somebody who's actually following me. And it's like, dude, I didn't go to the gym today because I didn't get that sweat check. I didn't get that call out. You didn't get that shout out. Okay. So literally when they hit me up, I'm like, dude, you're motivating me to go to the gym because they see me doing the same things they do. Yeah. Drink beer every day.
Yeah. Right.
If you drink beer every day, bro, your body's gonna break down. You get the bubble gut. You get all that stuff like that. So me going to the gym every day, and if I got to spend my 3 hours in the gym, 2.5 hours, I'm actually doing work because otherwise I'm not gonna look the way I look right now.
And it's a combination, right? So like you get in shape so you can be healthier, so your heart will work better, so you can live longer, have more time and energy to play with the kids, blah blah blah. But aesthetics matters, bro. Like looking good matters. When you go in the mirror and you look, you see that 6-pack, you see the shoulders, you see the V taper going, like that shit motivates you.
It's like that fresh haircut.
Keep wanting to get it better. It's like the fresh haircut.
The fresh haircut. You get a brand new haircut.
And like men,
hairdo.
Yeah, men, women going on Instagram, posting themselves shirtless, gyms, yoga pants, bikinis. I'm all for that shit. Like aesthetics. Get your aesthetics out there. Pop it off. Share it on Instagram. Motivate yourself. Motivate other people.
But the shit that'd be funny though, the girls be like, "Oh, arm day," and they got an ass pic.
But that's what I was gonna say.
Like what? Like,
Hey,
I got some off that
but I'm
too.
gonna tell you right now, bro. If I was a female, I'd have the fattest ass out there, bro.
I'm sorry. What?
I'd have the fattest ass out there if I was a female, bro. No, I'm serious.
Y'all
like,
got more room on the table on this side.
Nah, but like I'm thinking about it, bro. Like real talk.
So you'll be a hoe then, huh?
These I probably would. But no, these women out here, dog. Like, why not just take care of yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why get upset at this Instagram model knowing that you could do the exact same thing? Like, I'm not even joking. Like, right now, go ahead.
I don't think you can compare it to the like social media wise, because we can go on social media right now and see. I brought it up before. We were off mic, off camera, whatever. Where I don't like when we know a female had a bunch of work done, paid for it and all that, got her body done, but she's now posting, if you're not in the gym, what are you doing? You weren't in the gym to get that.
It has to be authentic for sure.
Yeah, I can't count them. I count the hustle.
So that's what I'm saying. But there's a lot of influencers that they didn't put in that work.
It was shooting in the gym.
Exactly. It was just like okay, hey, I paid for this, and you
want to know my transition right now? My transition is not. There was a couple years ago, the influences influenced me. Now, I look at the average Joes. I look at the people that aren't influencers. I look at the people that like are putting in the work that might not have the followers because I know it's organic. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga, I bought followers before at one point in time. So some of these influencers out here, who's to say
Come
that?
again, say again.
Come again, say what?
You whispered that in here?
No, should I say it the way you said damn?
I said it from a place of love.
I bought followers. Nigga, what am I doing? Go ahead, man. I'm done with this shit, man. Y'all trying to set me up, man.
It's dope. Like,
what shit is this?
I don't really follow a lot of like famous people or influencers on Instagram anymore. It's mostly like I like all this shit. Like, like Kev always tags me in his stuff. I repost it. You see Hops pages. Like, you really sometimes you have like 10 to 12 people a day who are doing the check-ins with you, and like that's dope. Because they know that they got to get their shit up and do their workouts because you're gonna do it, and that's love. And it's
but what I say to him before the pod even started, I was like, bro, weren't you just in St. Paul? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, damn, you really committed to this because that was so dope to me that like you went to St. Paul, got your tacos, gave your shout outs, got your workout, got your ice cream. And then now it's like, but it all comes back to that motherfucking balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I like the people like you because I feel like you're much more accessible. Like, I can actually literally touch you. Yeah. I can't touch these other dudes out here. And I don't know what they're doing. Awesome. I know what you're, nigga. Well, I'm done. I can't.
And another thing,
you could touch me, man.
One last thing about workout culture and like, because like now the aesthetics like men and women is like getting in shape, lifting weights. I feel like it's a lot better than a lot of the other fashion trends back in the day. What are the fashion trends for women used to be? Anorexic, don't eat, smoking tobacco, that cocaine body fitness where everyone's super thin and everything like that. Like at least like now the aesthetics are centered around like getting in the gym, looking good. So I feel like
or
that's
just being happy in your skin.
Or just being happy in your skin too.
So now we got to
too.
go back to the Lizzo episode.
Oh God, I get it. Yeah, a lot of shit for that. But
what happened?
What happened, Ayo?
I've had probably a half a dozen different women talk negatively to me about the Lizzo episode for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And she actually just posted something the other day.
Okay, so people gonna get mad at me right now, and I'm okay with it because that Lizzo thing and what's happening now, like the Olympics, right? I'm at the point right now. This transgender thing with the Olympics, can we call it what it is, bro? Can we call it what? I'm sorry, like
it's unfair.
It's not fair. right?
Yeah, no,
it's not fair. Like
it's unfair for the women
fill our listeners in on exactly what you're talking about.
all I'm gonna go ahead. You talk. I'm hot.
So with the powerlifting, there's a transgender. Would it be transgender woman? Since it was a man that
it was a transgender woman.
Transgender woman that when she was a male failed to qualify multiple times, didn't win anything or any events or anything like that. Transgendered to now a woman,
made the Olympics.
Make the Olympics and wins.
They don't.
And it's like
no, I'm taking it in.
And you can see in the podium picture where she's smiling, but second place and third place are like because they see it.
I can't remember who actually said this, but they were actually bringing this conversation up to competitions. Where do they stand with the competitions? Because they're still going to be who they were when they started.
Yeah.
It's not only thing I feel like you're changing is your genitals, right? Mm-hmm. So your muscles are still going to be strong. You're not like going to get weaker arms or stronger arms, vice versa. You're not going to get
You're still a man.
legs. You're still going to,
Your bones.
Yeah, so
your
it's
bone
like,
structure, bone density.
Yep. Just with our nature, that we are stronger. We're faster. Yeah, when
bigger.
If you put in if an Olympian is an Olympian,
but there are exceptions.
There are.
Like Serena ain't gonna lose to me in tennis,
but Serena could lose to Roger Federer
Agassi or
something like
that.
Yeah. But if you have an Olympic sprinter that's a male, there's a reason why the male Olympic record is faster than the women's. It's just how our body is made up.
Yeah, it's just it's a debate that needs to end, right? I think it was like the U.S. women's soccer team. I think they did a scrimmage against I think these are like 16 premier 16, 17-year-old boys. They washed them.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing would happen in basketball. Like if a WNBA team played like a top tier high school AAU team, they get worked like really, really bad because those kids are basically NBA level talent.
Still going to be jumping
already
from the fucking free throw line.
Yeah, exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I seen a video this morning of a guy from Instagram, one arm, damn near jumping from the free throw line.
I seen that guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. You can be when men and women are equal in their value as human beings.
Yeah.
But men have certain aptitudes, athleticism that women just don't have just by pure genetics, and that shouldn't be like a controversial thing to say at all.
This is the African thing when we're trying to get to the point, right? So I say that because they're making it normal to be like it's okay, but then here's another thing too. So for a guy, once again, next week when my son is born, you know what they're trying to do now? They're trying to eliminate having the gender thing when a child's born. So like what they're trying to do now is he a male or female? They're trying to eliminate that. Let's just stick to what we know. A man is always going to be a man. A female is always going to be a female. If a female becomes a man, that's fine. You're still a female, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not try to complicate things. I'm at the point right now where I'm going, we're just trying way too hard to try to be way too PG and please everybody, but there's certain things that we just have to call it what it is.
Correct.
Now, I know somebody out there is probably going to get upset and be like, oh, man, Tim, you're completely out of bounds for this. But I can't be out of bounds when I'm going, it is what it is, dog.
Yeah. No, I could say it in the nicest, most politically correct way as possible, right? So there are transgender men and women, people who feel like they're born in the wrong body, and if they transition to a different gender, I respect you. If you want to be called a woman, I'll call you a woman. If you want to be called a man, I'll call you a man. If you love the same sex, that's great. If you have whatever proclivities or gender things going on, that's great. But these people are a smaller percentage of the population. The vast majority of people are people from when they're born, 95% of the time, 99% of the time, you're going to stay what you are when you were born. So we don't need to upend the whole system when 95% of people are going to be born and they're like, I'm going to be a man, and that's how I am going to be my whole life. It doesn't need to be pushed so hard as if like there's so many people who are confused about what they are. Like I remember talking to my kid the other day, and she was something happened in a conversation. I was just joking with her. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, how do you know you're a girl, Nivea? Because that was in the back of my mind. I was just like messing with her a little bit. She looked at me. She was like, what do you mean? how do I know that I'm a girl? Like I'm a girl. And she can pick out, she's 5 years old, she can pick out men and women with pretty much 100% accuracy.
See? Yeah.
And they know how to do that from being a toddler.
Yeah.
They know that.
And I think like you've seen arguments online where it's like, you shouldn't push that on kids where this color is for that, this game is for this thing. I agree with that. You shouldn't be like, hey, you shouldn't like yellow because that's a girl's color. Hey, you shouldn't like blue, that's a boy's color. Yeah, that's true. But to say you're not a girl or a boy, you decide.
You have my kid running in the walls.
I feel like that brings more confusion to a kid than this. If I say you're you decide. You're like this, and you go to the pool with other kids, and you see a certain group have tops and bottoms on, and then you see another group with just.
But you know what they're
bottoms
trying
on.
to say? They're trying to make it seem like you have to allow the people to make the decisions. You can't force. But then at the same time, the moment I bring my son home next week, if I just leave him there and I walk away, all right, you can make your own decisions for yourself.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that
Is a
way.
5-year-old gonna make a decision to no?
You know what I'm saying?
Is a 4-year-old gonna make a smart no?
Socially, I feel like I don't know because I don't have any kids, so I can't really speak for it. But I feel like with the teachings and things that are going on in societies today, they're just trying to make things acceptable for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they're like pushing it on you to make it, choose this side or choose that side. I just feel like the options are there for you to take for the choosing, which, because we're older, doesn't resonate with us because that's how we didn't grow up. We didn't grow up that way. It was like, bro, I have to say it. You gay or you not gay. That's how literally we grew up. So or you this or you that. It wasn't. Now it's like so many options these days that kids are like, I don't know what I am. I'm he, her, she.
Yeah,
them,
I'm okay with having
and I'm okay with that.
making everything like hey, this is acceptable. Like
right.
I have a problem with nobody. Like I accept
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
But
But I just
forcing
feel
something like that, like your baby, you can't say if my baby's a male or a female. That
Bro,
doesn't make any sense
if my
to me.
son goes, I'm a girl, I'm gonna no, you're a boy. Because you are. I'm sorry. Like I'm not gonna play the game with the child and be like, you're a boy.
Right.
And then now if down the road he decides that he wants to become a girl, that's totally up to him. But like I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, you're a girl. Because that's not fair to him. That's not fair to anybody.
Yeah, it's.
I can't let a child tell me.
I don't even know. I don't even want to get stuck on it because
I know.
talking about
Yeah,
it's so hard to come across the wrong way when you're talking about this stuff, right? But there is a little bit of there's a little bit of an underbelly and agenda to some of these issues that are more than what they seem on just its face. 'Cause if you ask a normal person, 99% of people these days, we don't care who you love. If you decide you want to be a certain way, you want to dress a certain way, you want to have gender reassignment surgery, you want to be called he, her, they, them, you want to be non-binary, you want to do any of that, that's cool. There's a difference between accepting people for who they are and then pushing certain ideologies onto impressionable children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there are long-term implications and consequences to that, right? So you talk about letting your child decide. One thing that I would do, they're not making any decisions until they're 18. Until they're an adult before they can decide. Because there's certain things that go into that. There's hormones and especially when you're going through puberty and all that. I'm not going to let my kid get a bunch of different hormones and stuff injected to them when they're 12 years old.
Right.
Absolutely not. You can wait another 6 years to figure it out, right? And then there are other people, I've seen stories of people who they ended up transitioning genders and getting the surgery only to come to find out that they were just homosexual. See? And now they regret making an irreversible decision. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So it's kind of like if somebody knows they're in the wrong body, trust me, you're not going to need to tell them. They're going to figure it out. They're going to feel that shit every day.
Right.
You don't need an advertisement to tell you that you feel like a boy when you're a girl or that you feel like you're a girl when you're a boy. That shit's going to eat at you every single day. And so for people who really need help with that, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, it's a difficult issue to talk about without coming across as like an asshole. You know what I mean?
And that's why, like, even you've apologized, I've apologized, and it's hard because for people that are going to listen to this, it's not like I'm not trying to be what's the word.
No. It's not like an apology. I'm just trying to be like, I don't want to offend anybody or be insensitive to anybody. I just want to make sure, like, if I say something, I want them to understand this is how I'm feeling. This is not who I'm not derogatory talking anybody down.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, and I'm more so thinking about like how I was raised, and I'm being open-minded when I'm speaking. At the same time, it's just like these occurrences just aren't.
I just feel
used to me.
I'm used to it now because as we continue to get older, I just feel like we're just living in the day and age now where everything's a divide. Like literally everything is a divide now.
I literally feel like everything's like an add-on. Like we added this, we added this. You
think about that during the election, it's red or blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's a divide on this. Now it's a divide of you're vax, unvax. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like everything is team this or team that for everything. And now it's to the point now where you don't really have the opportunity to be able to just say, this is me, this is how I feel, and let's just move on. It's like you have to defend your case as I'm defending my case right now.
Yeah, see, isn't that the thing about it? It's never just accept what I am. You also have to have an enemy, right?
Correct.
If you're gay, now straight people are your enemy, and now they're oppressing you, or whatever group doesn't, they're saying, oh, everyone is oppressing me, they're against you. It's like, no, you're just living your life and let me live my life, right? So, but there seems to be so
I just got this earlier. So I got this thing. So like everybody knows D.L. Hughley, the comedian, right?
Correct.
And so like he posted this thing where
he's like the least of the funniest kings.
Facts.
But he posted something, and Kay Pace actually had it on his page, and it said something like, "Raise your hand if you would rather live next door to a refugee from Afghanistan than an anti-vaccine racist Trumpster any day of the week." This is what the world has become right now. It's like you have to pick this. I know, bro. I thought it was the corniest thing.
I also saw a meme this morning. If we're doing memes and things,
let's meme it.
About when was it acceptable for people to wear a face mask? When AIDS came out, everybody had a face mask on. You don't want to get AIDS from anybody. They threw on a mask. You don't get AIDS from sneezing on somebody.
Yeah.
But they wore masks.
That's solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah, and that's interesting with the Taliban thing. So I saw another person say something like, they were like, it was something along the lines of, I'd rather deal with the Taliban than, something like, I'd rather deal with the Taliban than a Trump supporter or something. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
I know, right?
They're terrorists.
Yeah, I know.
Literally.
They kill people and chop their heads off. Mm-hmm. And that's how bad the poison is in their mind, right? And even if I don't know, I don't want to get too
oh dang.
Political.
Yeah.
Political.
I don't want to get too political, but I'm gonna leave one little 2-minute soundbite, then we can move on. So if we're talking about vax, anti-vax, right? There's this big theme in this myth that all the anti-vax are these backwoods country Trump supporters. Do you know who one of the top categories for unvaccinated people are?
African Americans.
Black people. Black people. So if you're talking about doing vaccine passports where you can't come into restaurants unless you're vaccinated, you're segregating black people from going to those businesses.
Oh, here we go again.
And it's real easy. It's real easy to paint a target and look at the facts. And me, I have this problem. I have to look at the facts.
But that's the same thing with welfare.
I have to look at the facts, right?
That's the same thing with welfare. Everybody thinks that black people are the ones on the welfare. Who's on welfare? The white people are on welfare.
Yeah.
We know this. There's more white people in America than there is black people.
Yeah.
So it just sucks that it feels like, oh, black people, you guys all grew up on welfare. Some of us did, not all of us.
Yeah.
We're not the ones that you're looking at.
And that's the point. It's always deeper. It's always deeper than the picture. You ever see people? They're always posting these memes of like their imaginary enemies out there. Like, oh,
because somebody's gonna pick it up and run with it.
Like, especially with COVID, like everyone's just has this meme of like this anti-vaxxer person that they hate so bad. It's like, dude, do you really actually care about COVID? Do you really actually care about COVID, or do you like getting your rocks off on social media and having enemies?
Did you really care about the election? Or do you want to get your rocks off?
Yeah, I didn't vote.
Like the same situation.
Do
It's the same
People
thing.
want to get their rocks off on
Yeah.
social media. That's
Like I said,
pretty much
whoever's
what
going
it
to pick
is.
up this social media and run with it, those are the people who are like, really?
And then another thing that happens, you ever see like whenever something happens like stop Asian hate or the Taliban or something, you go on Instagram, how come everybody find the same fucking meme and it's just popping over? Like where does this singular meme come across that it's shared across like 27,000 different accounts? It's like you guys don't have original thoughts. It's just like you find something to post, and we all love social media, right? We're
Because
all,
it's for inclusion. It's inclusion.
Yeah, we're all active on social media. We love to pop off. It's good for the attention, and that shit can, I guess, manifest itself in
But see, like
good and bad ways.
The hardest thing for me is just the fact that like I don't understand why everybody's end game is. It's like one of those things where people are just constantly just trying to push their agenda to other people, and then inevitably what happens is you're gonna die or somebody's gonna die, and the next thing you know, it's like who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like just let people do what they please. I've never stopped you and said, "Hey man, you're drinking too much beer, man." You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should stop. I don't give a fuck because when it's all said and done, bro, like. I don't go to bed with people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to live with myself.
Yeah, but one time I was blindfolded by what's going on social media is
happens
with
all
all
the
the
time.
George Floyd situation.
Sure.
If you didn't post anything that was pretty much promoting Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, do this to the cops, do that, I was almost borderline looking at you like you're against me.
Right.
And I've never ever once in my life did that. I've worked in a predominantly white community my whole life. And I've never once looked at them and was like, damn, man, these fucking racist ass white people.
Yeah.
Until George Floyd's situation came up.
But honestly, that goes back to that divide that I was talking about, bro.
Correct,
like
correct.
that's
And then on top of the divide, this shit just sparked the fire until election. And then it was like the fire fucking blew up,
Yeah.
And it was like, damn, dude, this whole place is on fire. You didn't post nothing. You walking around not saying, "Oh, sorry, sir." Nothing. I just felt like that's when I was blinded. And then when I came out of it, I was like, "Damn, man, I got fucking hooked."
You remember
I got hooked by the social
one
media.
of our first when we started doing this, when he was talking about like that blackout day, whatever. That was the same day where people should have been out voting.
Yeah.
But then everybody was so gung ho on because like when it comes down to it, what exactly did that blackout even accomplish?
Your likes.
You think about it today.
Where is Black Lives Matter Incorporated? I don't see the motherfuckers anywhere. What happened to them?
What happened to them?
Where are they at?
Behind the door over there.
Where they at? Where they at? What are they fixing?
Why did we have a blackout again this year?
Where are they at? What
missed
are
the
we
second
fixing?
one.
What happened?
There was another one? No, I'm with you.
No, I'm not. I just keep bringing it up. Where's Black Lives Matter? They said they were going to fix all these problems for black people. They passed the Asian bill. They're passing a Afghanistan refugee bill. All these bills. Where's our bill? Huh? Where's it at?
Son.
Where's it at?
Bills in the mailbox.
Empty,
with the stimmy checks.
empty
Motherfuckers.
promises, dude. Empty promises. And then everyone gets mad at me because I just. Everyone gets mad at me because I tell the truth, right? And if we're telling the truth, we're talking about COVID. You know how I know people don't care about COVID?
How you know?
Because if people were terrified of COVID, if people were really terrified about COVID,
Okay.
they'd be hitting the gym every day like
The
me
gym.
and you, bro.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hey,
Hallelujah.
What's the number one risk factor for COVID? Obesity.
obesity.
So if you're wearing a mask and you're not hitting the gym, you're really not scared of COVID.
Let him know.
Yo, you know what I hate?
Let's
I don't know
just be
what it's called,
honest.
the MDI index, whatever. What's that shit called?
BMI?
BMI.
Bro, that shit said I was overweight. I looked at my body. I said, from
No, the
where?
BMI doesn't even account for muscle. It's weird.
What?
I'm obese on the BMI too. It's
Like
weird.
where?
Sure, you
bro?
didn't get on a BMF?
BMX.
Like, come on, bro. Get out of here with that.
no,
Get out of here with
Said you was
that.
overweight.
Bro, that thing said I was
body
overweight.
mass index.
It's like slightly overweight. I was like, God damn, I got to stop eating.
You guys start doing
man.
leg day.
6'2",
Yeah, man.
6'2",
Buck 95, right?
Yeah. So
I'm only 192.
I'm
5'10".
180.
I'm obese.
You ain't built like that.
I'm
definitely
fat
obese
swole.
then.
I'm 184.
All muscle over
God.
here. Look at it. Bow. Extra large shirts only over here.
Monte,
Boy.
where you at?
251.
Damn.
6'4". What
I needed.
I got him back. I got him back from 10.
I needed this. He avenged me. See, look.
In the weight room.
January, I was 195, and then today,
What is that, dude? The calendar for your weight?
You
Get
are
outta
a
here.
weird dude, bro.
Why?
Bro, give me your phone. I'm going to throw that shit through the window.
Remember when he put fat swole in his notes?
Look at my calorie log. This is my cardio log every morning.
Dude.
What is wrong
Was
with you?
I just
How
go
do
to
you
the gym.
How do you have that much time
I
on your
log
hands?
things. I log every morning. I log it. I do cardio.
That's weird.
Why?
Yo, is there more room
You
on
have
the end of the table
Why?
over
Wait,
there?
what's the shorter days?
Stairmaster. What's wrong with locking things? You got to know where you're going.
Yeah, that's
Bro, every single workout though,
I'm
I'm tripping. It's too much.
I just logged my cardio. I logged my cardio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Monte, go ahead, man.
question?
You ain't said it in a minute, Monte. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
No, he got the relationship.
No, but you know
relationship corner
the
question.
transition question.
What transition question?
The transition statement. Whatever. Every time we got a transition
Nah,
from
they
the,
ain't- no, got that.
That wasn't sad.
Shit.
well, it wasn't.
Come on, man. You just
It was just
sad.
it was just
your
charged. Yeah.
wow.
All right, here.
I
Let's
got one. I ain't even gonna trip.
let's go and we got a couple of relationship corner questions. I'll throw them off to you, and you guys can get running off to the races. So, question number 1 for the relationship corner: how important is sex in a relationship?
Important.
4.
What? Oh, there's a scale.
Like a
Out
rating
of
scale,
10.
1 out of 5, 1
I mean, you could just, I guess wax poetically a little bit to
It's-
more than just a rating.
Yeah, no,
Explain
it's-
your reasoning.
For me, it's important. I can go back, even though I didn't agree with you saying that it's human nature to want to reproduce and things like that. Like I feel like if you fall for somebody, you fall for them mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. So all that, and it's sex. Sex connects you in a way that nothing else does, and if you're not getting that, then that's sex releases what endorphins and all that. Like it literally makes you happy,
Yep.
and you share soul, all that shit. Well, like you literally give you a piece of that. You can reproduce from that, kids and all that stuff. Marriage without sex, it's gonna. You can say it don't affect you. 4 days in, get like a little attitude, mad at something random. 7 days in, it's like, damn, who cut the grass today? You know what I'm saying? Just to make it light, but like you get frustrated and stuff like that, where it's really like shit, and that shit can literally hurt. There's blue balls for a reason, stuff like that, because that shit it can really hurt you that you have to release that shit. So I think it's important. I don't think that it should dictate your relationship. Dictate your relationship, but it does have a big part of it. I asked the question I was like, how many times should you have sex with your significant other in a week? And it was like 95% that said 4 to 5 times a week.
Damn.
All right, see, now, you're the last
you're
one. I gotta go.
No, I'd say 4 to 5 when 4 to 5 dating. Married.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Married.
Still.
Married.
No.
2 to 3.
If you got kids,
Married
and
with
stuff
kids,
like that.
and you got a bunch of kids, you got errands and shit,
Yep.
2 to 3.
Yeah, if you got kids, then that brings it down.
That's why you're never gonna get married.
Yeah.
Freaks a lot. You about to lick your lips. Chill out.
He was.
Now that he said it, I gotta make sure, because if I speak, I'm gonna make sure my fucking teeth, my lips to crack.
All right, go ahead.
But if I'm gonna, hop on wax and give my speech, I don't really feel like sex is that important.
Get the fuck. How you?
Listen, y'all didn't let me finish. Y'all didn't let me finish.
Cat.
Good. No. Sex ain't that important. Good sex, very important.
Well, you're in a relationship,
Bro, but how many times have you had sex with somebody like, dude, I don't even
Bro,
want to
Have you ever wiped a girl who was bad in bed?
What do you classify as
Wiped
good
her?
sex, bro?
I said in a relationship. Have you ever dated a? Why would you get in a relationship with somebody who's bad in
Talking
bed?
marriage, like in
We're talking about in a relationship.
like
All right, if I'm in a relationship, yeah, I need sex all the time. Good
Like,
sex.
do you
Good
leave
sex.
Google reviews for these girls afterwards?
No, bro. Yelp. Yelp reviews.
Like, what's considered good sex for you?
Bro, I have to be invested. I have to be able to kiss you. I have to be able to lick you. I have to be on, All right, we getting vulgar. I'm going to eat you out. All that jazz. I'm definitely going to do that. Massages going there. Motherfucker, there's no hold bars. Like,
Groceries?
eating the groceries, all that. I'll be nasty.
Yeah, he's a clear advocate for ass eating. He doesn't hide that.
I'll be nasty.
You said your foreplay is like how long?
Bro, it's going to take some time. It's going to be about an hour of sex.
So good sex for you is an hour of foreplay. You got to eat the box. You got to eat the groceries.
On air, if there's a girl out there that I haven't had sex with for an hour, she knows I didn't give her good sex.
Damn.
That's on the record.
Bro.
Wait, so you eating all those?
No, I'm not. Relax.
I'm relaxed. You said
No, you're not relaxed. You start putting your hands down and slouching over. Stand up straight. Stand up
Make
straight.
sure you keep that same mic, man. What the fuck?
We
Okay,
switch mics.
okay, Tim. How important is sex in a relationship?
I don't really care for sex like that. I mean, I'll give it like
planned it out.
because
Speak your truth, brother.
I am because like Io said it best, but like when you're married, probably like 2 to 3 times a week. But like, I enjoy it. I definitely do. But it's one of those things where I don't think I can go 3 days without having sex and it doesn't even like cross my mind.
Boy, I get a headache.
Yeah.
You know, no,
Hey,
because like I think the thing with me is like everything for me has to have some type of like finish line. Like literally, that's why I log and track everything. You know what I'm saying?
So you do schedule sex, so that's
well. First, she's gonna hate this, but missionary while pregnant is not the best because that's like the only position is missionary when the belly's that big. So
incorrect.
Like,
No, you.
Incorrect.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Incorrect.
you ain't seen his belly.
You're wrong.
Okay,
Incorrect.
we're not gonna elaborate.
We both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not gonna elaborate on
You're
this
wrong.
because it's my.
Yeah, you're
whatever,
wrong.
But like,
yeah, you're wrong.
well, of course, because
wrong.
with you,
Yeah, look, I was like, man, I'll show you how to do it. I'll come over tonight at 8 a.m.
hey, dog,
Whoa.
You heard what he said?
Whoa.
He's like, no, bro, you're wrong. I'll show you how to do it. We'll line some pregnant girls up tonight, whatever.
Oh God.
hey,
That fool over at
wrong
Babies
with
Are Us, right now.
he's gonna prove it. He gonna get the lady tonight.
Oh.
How far along are you? 30 weeks, perfect.
My nigga be at the Lamaze class like, yeah, girl, I can do this for you.
Put your leg over there.
It does remind. Yeah, I was actually just watching All American last night. Shorty was dating the pregnant chick. Jordan
Bacon.
Yeah, he was hitting
Probably
it in
one of the
Vegas,
greatest quarterbacks
bro.
of all time.
No,
Bro, he's not better than Winchell, bro.
Definitely not better than
he's
Winchell.
not.
Hey,
He's not better than
let's
Winchell.
stay on topic though. Let's stay on topic
Stay on
though. But no, is sex? How important is sex in a relationship? It's got to be in the top 2, and it's not 2. It's sex. Okay, it's not that you have to be like. It's not that you have to be fucking like jackrabbits constantly. But if that element disappears from your relationship, particularly your marriage, shit's gonna fall apart, bro.
Oh shit.
It's not number. It's not number one.
It's number 1.
No, because when you look at these old farts that are not even able to have sex anymore, and they have that true
Well,
love
if you've
and
made
passion,
it, if you've made it that far,
I know,
then
but I'm
yeah.
saying, but like, do you think that sex is what got him to that level, to that point?
All right, so not all extended to intercourse, like actual, like, you know, having real sex, but like
Yeah.
doing sexual gestures, you know, like even like waking up in the morning and saying, damn, honey, you look good today.
Yeah, sexual. Exactly.
Yeah.
Once there's too much of that, like we're just parents cohabitating, and there's no energy. Like once it becomes like that cold, you know, that cold peck on the cheek vibe, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Because you can feel that shit. Everybody,
Yeah,
I think
that's not good.
I know for a fact I'm an overthinker. If somebody pecked me on the cheek or like give me like a one peck on the lips, I'm like, yo, what happened?
So I'm 100% with you because one of my pet peeves that everybody that knows me can vouch for. I hate when I give you a hug. I hate getting pat on the back.
Oh, or the one arm hug.
If I get a hug and you pat me on the back, I instantly get pissed because to me it's telling like, have a nice day, kind of like I don't
or
know,
enjoy your life, sir.
It just irritates me.
never happened to me.
So if you're in a relationship and you go in and it's just like a see you later.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
At least give me 3 pecks.
Exactly. It's got to be more than just a peck or
Lick it twice at least.
So I'll tell you about this. There was this. I read this article once. There was this couple who were they were on the brink of divorce, right? And they go to this like relationship therapist, sex therapist, whatever. The therapist gives them a recommendation that they had to have sex with each other every single day for a year. And they had to like, no matter what, no matter how tired they were, no matter how they were feeling, like they had to have sex. So at first, like they were kind of struggling through it, slogging through it, but then eventually they go through the whole process. They have sex every day for a year. They end up closer than ever. The marriage is saved, all that shit. So that component being changed, like made the difference. And again, it's not that you need to have sex all the time, constantly, but if that goes out of the window, you're gonna have issues on both ends because as a man, especially if you're a man who, let's say you're a man who you're a good dude, you stand by your woman, you stand by your kids. How long are you gonna go without having sex before you start having ulterior motives to go get it? You're not gonna sit there by yourself, or a woman.
I can guarantee
Either one.
you that I could not go a full year having sex every single day. I guarantee I could not.
Could you go a month without having sex?
I'm about to find out here soon, ain't I?
Yeah, actually.
Well, that doesn't count.
yeah.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Could I?
It's gonna suck.
Could I? Yeah, I could.
A year?
Could you go?
I can go a month.
Could you go a year without having sex?
No.
No.
Do you know
Is that like
do you-
no masturbating too, or like?
Well, no, that's what happens.
that's-
That's what happens to a lot of married men. They end up like like chronic porn users because their wives won't have sex with them. Like we were talking about that in that other clip, sexless marriages or whatever. There's like more than like it's like half of marriages are considered like sexless, which means that they have sex like less on average, like less than once per month. So imagine having a wife and you can count the number of times you hit on your hands for a year. That's a fucking problem, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't let it get to that.
That's very, very common.
I enjoy it way too much, but I'm not the person that needs it every single day.
Yeah, he said it doesn't have to be every single day, but it needs to be. It needs to happen. It can't
I
be
sleep naked.
Weekly.
I sleep naked, hoping and wishing that somebody have sex with me every night. So I'm definitely gonna need to have sex more than once a month.
You fucking
Once a month. Yeah, nigga.
So a question that I'll flip to get off this month.
No, get off me, nigga.
I'm not Paul. I'm not.
Oh God.
I sleep naked.
So
you gonna wake up with somebody on top.
Whoopi
the tooth fairy comes in and goes, like, what are you waiting for?
Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost and shit.
What type of nigga are you, bro?
Ghost.
I hate you, bro. What is wrong with you?
Patrick Swayze was the ghost.
You're the ghost.
Ew.
You be having wet dreams, huh?
What?
Yeah, all right. Hey, anyway, so
Hit the button.
Don't ever get this man too many natural lights, bro.
the question I asked was, if you get into a brand new relationship, do you have to delete the nudes from your previous?
Of course.
Why you say of course?
Because why would you keep them? What's the need?
Say. I didn't say married or anything. Say you're in that relationship.
Oh, if it's a relationship, it's open game. You can keep that thing. But like once you're married, the photos gotta go.
So I agree. If you're married and all that, they have to go.
I personally don't keep any of that
But-
stuff.
No, fuck no. Somebody send me some news. They're my fucking news forever.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care.
Forever?
Bro, they're in the cloud. What are you gonna do? Delete my fucking cloud?
Why would you keep them?
Bro, they're
What?
from my fucking
If
use.
some-
They're mine.
It's the
If something
spank
happens-
bank, bro.
Yeah, if something
So
happens,
you want to revert back to?
I want that.
So you never,
5
you
years
never, you
ago.
never think about old work? Come on.
I want that 5 years ago post to pop up on my fucking Google Photos and be like, 5 years ago, this is the shit you got. And I'm like, damn, man, 5 years ago. I want that. I welcome that. Because the thing is, like, that's where I was then. This is where I'm at now with the one that I'm with. So, yeah, I want to see that. Think about it. If I got a selfie or a nude from somebody from 5 years ago, obviously I'm not still with that person. I'm with somebody new, so I moved on.
So like just yesterday in our group chat, I posted that photo from 5 years ago, and I was like, "Damn, so much has changed in 5 years." Remember that photo? Like
Everybody's
like,
bodies.
But like no, so like
Relationships
for
are
me,
calm.
like that popped up in my thing, and I shared it with y'all just based off the fact that like you were in it, Dino was in it, but. For me, I couldn't get caught up in that photo because I didn't want to go back to that time, knowing that
You were dating
I was dating somebody else,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna get that time back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
when I look at old, it's like looking at a photo of yourself when you were younger and you were ripped, and then you look at yourself now and going, "Man, I wear."
But are you supposed to delete
Hold
your?
up.
Are you supposed
Hold
to?
up, that's
Are you
the
supposed
whole
to?
fucking point
Are
of
you supposed to
pictures.
delete your memories?
No, but
The whole point of pictures is because it was a time that you're no longer in.
You're
Like,
not-
that's,
yeah.
no,
That's
but
why
what
I
I'm
moved
taking,
on.
no,
I'm from here
no,
now.
but like when you do that. What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna want to make sure you get yourself back to what it used to be. So if I go back to an old photo, I'm gonna be like, that shit was, man. You know, my
No,
head-
sometimes
you
it was
just
nice to
thinking
reminisce. Like,
way-
damn, that was some good pussy. Like, whoa,
You're just thinking,
that was, that was great.
you don't think about calling that person and be like, let me see.
No,
Hey, girl, you
don't
still
have
up? Hey, you still up? I just saw a picture on our timeline.
back
I
on
just saw one of
03.
my. I just saw one of our
One time when I had
timelines.
you.
Hold on. No, we've seen memes and stuff where it's like you go and you say you're on X videos, X whatever you're on, and you go and you're like,
Oh, so
like,
you on
okay,
video.
and then you finish, you're like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, exit all these shit. Exit all these.
all that shit, Peggy.
if you, not you personally, but you have a problem if you're looking at pictures and you're like, I wish I can go. Let me call her. Then that's a problem. But if you're single and you have nothing,
Guilty.
you're going through and you're like, okay, yeah, that one right there, perfect.
That's what I'm trying.
And so sorry. And so what I got, the question was like,
That nigga
how
from
would you feel? How would you feel when if somebody used yours to get out? I wouldn't give a fuck. Like if it did what they did, I sent it for a reason, for them to use it for this. If they still using it 5 years down the road, then the motherfuckers after me obviously didn't do their job or whatever.
Bro,
Or they.
I don't care, man. I think people are weird. I literally talk to girls and they literally, oh, no, give me the runaround. I send a dick pic. Next thing you know, I'm hanging out with them 2 days.
I was just about to say that. Are y'all the
Literally.
receivers or the senders? And clearly, I knew you were a sender already.
Get
You
your
just
ass
said you were. No, I don't send that stuff because I don't want that. I don't want that photo saved in your cloud.
Save it, show your friends, all that shit. I don't give a fuck.
You ain't gonna blackmail me down the road.
What you gotta blackmail me on?
Ain't blackmailing.
Who's the somebody could be like, oh look, your husband just sent me this. Now, like I sent you that 7 years ago.
They're not married.
That's
But
different.
I'm just saying though, like I don't want to give anybody any ammunition.
That's different. If you're
Nigga, take
single-
a missile, motherfucker. I don't care.
Hey, Monte, you know your dick pic just went viral. Hey, let me.
Yeah.
Who paying me first?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If you
It's gonna go viral.
oh it would
Hey, man.
would definitely go motherfucking viral. That shit would definitely go viral.
It was rhetorical.
But no, I'm saying like
His eyes got big.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying like if you thinking more into, you can't think too much into it, and I think that's a problem with a lot of shit.
No,
The shit
I think
that
that's
we
a problem
talk
with
about.
Americans. Americans are sexual, but they're too scared to show how sexual they are because they're too scared of what happens with being too sexual. You're a player. You're a fuck boy.
Bro.
You're a whore. You're a slut. Like, shut up. Motherfuckers in a different country, they walk up to each other and say, oh, hey, how you doing? Kiss them on the fucking cheek and keep it moving.
Bro, you wanna
if
know
Americans did
No,
that shit?
Americans are repressed sexually. I agree with you 100%.
Like
bro.
if Americans
Not
literally walked
us.
up and down the street and was like, "Damn, what's
But
up?"
some of the other
and they
ones.
kiss somebody on the fucking
Bro,
cheek. Do
bro.
you know how wonderful
No,
I
it's
see
so weird.
clouds of blue. You know how wonderful the world
No,
would be.
It's like
No.
on two sides, it's like a sex repressed and also a thought generation
Yeah.
at the same time. It doesn't
Bro,
make any fucking
Here's
sense.
the problem. America has us all fucked up, and they fucked up a person like me to the point where I can't even enjoy those kind of things because all I think about is what's going to happen down the road because they hold you accountable for everything. If I posted a photo, if I said a tweet, if I said anything, guess what happens? Somebody brings it up from 10 years ago and they hold me accountable for it today. I don't want to give anybody that satisfaction, dog.
No, you're not. You know how you don't get canceled.
Not fucking canceled, bro.
Or you know how you don't get caught up. Anyone who tries to pull up, tell them to eat a dick. Tell them to shut.
Dog, I'm just
tell them
saying,
to fuck
dog.
off.
And like even like
what
with
are they
the-
gonna do?
Even with the
What are they gonna
cancel,
do?
even with the cancel culture and shit
What are
like
they
that. I
gonna
just
do?
saw some shit like a week ago that literally like, it sat with me, bro. You're not canceling that person.
Yeah.
You canceling that motherfucking person's family, the people he's got to support, the team that he's got with him. You canceling them too. They're getting checks from him because you canceled him or them or whatever you or her or she. You know, it's like you're not just canceling that person anymore. You're canceling everybody that they support as well. So that cancel culture shit is dead to me.
I think
And
it's
don't
dead
understand.
overall. I
Like,
think a lot of people
it's
are
a
waking
joke.
up. I think a lot of people are waking up and they realize how fucking petty it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people are like
You're just
kinda
being a
fighting
Karen.
back.
Like how
Yeah.
you gonna hate on Karens when you're a Karen? How you gonna be a fucking pot calling the kettle black? I don't get it.
It's fucking lame, bro. Like, if you like, have you ever? I know you guys all will answer no to this. Have you ever ran across somebody in your life who like they did some shit you disagreed with, or they were acting where you wanted to like cancel their life or get them fired from their job or get them off? Like, no, I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
I don't have time to.
I'm
go
not
on-
writing reviews.
I've never written a review for like anything in my life.
I ran a fucking review. What the
I
heck?
leave reviews.
Hey, ran a fucking review. That shit
I've
take
never
time.
have I ever left a review?
Hey, leave a review. Get $5 off your next coffee. Fuck no.
Speaking of reviews, did you hear that OnlyFans is banning pornographic content?
That's in the UK, right?
it did.
Not in the US. Yeah, that's just.
I thought it was U.S. I thought it was everything.
I think it just said UK when I read the article.
What are they going to have left?
I know, but
Toes?
just to go off that, you know, someone who secured their bag off the OnlyFans like play.
I know who you're going to say.
I don't
Who are you
think
going to
you
say?
It's the chick who her
Catch Me
shit is
Outside?
no. That's
She
probably who
made
you
a
thought it
million.
was.
Yeah.
She killed it, but no, it's a chick on Instagram. I'll send her a link. It's her shit is only pans, and so she cooks, but she makes like everything like slightly sexual and all that, killing it.
Yeah.
Like she can cook like
You love
crazy.
food too. You probably like
I'm
that shit.
saying, no, I'm telling you, you'll see it too. You'll be like, damn, like that shit is inspiring.
You know what I hate?
It's just
I don't know what
fire.
it's called. It's a niche. Niche.
Niche. I don't know how to pronounce that word either.
It's a niche, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, niche.
But when they're sitting behind the camera underneath the light and they're eating and they're making the sounds, like if they eat something that's like juice, that shit's
They get
like I hate that shit. That shit is
views though.
That shit is so gross.
Why do you hate it?
People
Bro,
get
that
off
shit
on that
sounds so
shit,
gross.
bro.
Like, bro, am I supposed to whip my dick out or whip out my fork? I don't get it. Like, I don't know.
Oh man,
That was weird.
whip my dick out, whip my fork.
That was
out.
aggressive.
Okay.
Well, you see,
On that note, we will call that one a wrap, fellas.
Whip his fork out.
Unless we want anything else.
Before we end it,
We bounced around quite a bit. That was a good one.
What day y'all think he's coming? I need guesses.
me or the kid?
So when's the actual date?
August 24th is the actual
Next
due date.
Tuesday? I say it's
Monday.
next Monday.
That's
I go
Kobe's
Monday.
birthday.
I say
RIP.
it's Tuesday in the middle of the night, the 25th.
Monday.
Oh,
It's gonna be in the middle of the fucking night.
the 25th.
25th in the middle of the
You
night,
saying
like
Monday?
3 a.m.
What time?
Be prepared not to fucking sleep, bro. Oh my god, I
Monday-
didn't sleep at all for like.
Monday, I say 2 hours before 24th.
What has she been doing all week?
Bouncing on his Madison
Oh,
ball.
it's coming tomorrow.
Hey, that's fact.
It's coming tomorrow.
2 hours 40 minutes. 2-4 before the 24th.
And I don't mean to be graphic, but you should be having sex with her a lot to induce labor.
But
Like,
hey,
you really
like
should.
he said, I can't
No,
do
like
it every
it's-
day.
I'm gonna save it for the Patreon.
He's gonna save it for the
Look
calendar.
like a picture.
No, that's medical. You should
Go.
you should have sex a lot before.
I did it already. Go,
If
go,
you
go.
want to induce labor, you should have
my
sex a
beer.
lot before the due date.
Guys,
for real.
guys.
just saying.
Okay, all right,
I've
whatever.
been doing all this.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, now he's having
Oh, now
sex.
he's swiveled his hips.
Now he's having sex.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Somebody just went viral.
Hey, how about y'all stay up? How about y'all stay up, pray up, so y'all days up.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Dino in Hawaii, you
him
This
fucker.
out.
man probably doing some hula
Waikiki.
dancing right now.
Yeah,
Motherfucker out there
No,
in
he's too
Maui.
cool for that. He's not doing no fucking.
I know he ain't getting laid though.
Why is he so cool though? Like why?
That's the LA.
Nah, I think it's like a persona that like we met him and he's got to keep it.
Nah, he actually cool.
I bet
dude.
you out there jumping in the beach and all that doing with us not
Jumping in-
around.
He can't swim. Nah. He
Them
not
waves
jumping
are
in
carrying.
What if he gets caught on the picture like the Jay-Z meme trying to skiers?
Bro, you can't be cool forever, bro. He's not cool all the time.
T-Mac still cool.
You see all those pants he wore with that
You
shoe?
saw the story?
Anyway, but
They
y'all-
was
I don't know
Shaq's
the fuck y'all
pants.
talking
They
about.
was Shaq's
No,
pants.
they weren't.
They said it was Shaq's
All right,
pants.
all right. Anyways, that was episode 51 of the 5 Mics podcast. I am Io with Monte, James, and Tim. We out of here.